Hey guys, Kip Create here, and I'm here to talk about something that I didn't really want to talk about, but it seems I have to, or at least I feel that I should in order to at least make sure some of you guys know what's up and can thusly protect yourselves. And I'm sure many of you have seen the video by Doomsday that was put out today about a scammer by the name of Sec. Now, Sec, if you don't know, is a fairly popular engineer main and artist. She's been pretty well known in the community for some time now. But apparently she has been scamming people. And her preferred method is actually something very similar to Rogue. Becoming good friends with people, leading them on, getting them to trust, getting them to love, stealing all of that from them, and then getting them to give stuff to her. And that's a horrible thing. Scams are absolutely terrible, and I feel extreme pity for people that do get scammed, especially by these methods, because this isn't something that just happens. It's not like someone goes and just clicks a link because they're ignorant and just do something stupid. This is someone who takes the time to get to know you on a personal level, who is sharing personal things with you that you become invested in. Someone you think is your friend, that is someone you care for deeply. And the whole time is they don't give a damn about you. They just wants to use you. And that's exactly what she is doing. And she's doing it on a large, large, large scale. When I first heard about this, I was actually kind of saddened. I've met Sek on a few occasions, and on all of them, she's seemed a little dismissive, but otherwise to be a fairly nice person. I never really saw any problems. I never saw the signs, and I wish I had. I wish I had paid a bit closer attention because maybe I could have helped point this out earlier. But when I heard about this, my first intention was to try to talk to Zack, to understand what happened, and to maybe steer her in the right direction. And that was my hope because honestly, I wanted to handle this right. When I last dealt with a scammer, it was Rogue. And I have to say now, I am extremely sorry for the way I handled that. I joined in a part of a massive witch hunt, and I only spurred on the fire and the hate. As horrible as these actions are, I cannot condone any sort of witch hunt or spreading of hatred. When I tell you these sort of things, when I tell you about these sorts of people, it is not with the intention for you guys to go and be hateful and spiteful and to just spew venom and vitriol and wish death and harm and suffering upon a person. Because that will not make things right. That will not make things better. When I tell you about these sorts of things, I'm telling you, be safe, be careful. There are people like this out there. Don't, don't fall victim. Know those whom you can truly trust. And for those who conduct business in this sort of way, those who trade and everything, don't ever give anything that actually holds value to you. See, the thing is, whenever I go and give things away and ever what all, I don't give anything I particularly enjoy too greatly. I have a couple items that I've liked, that I've had a couple stuff that was kind of special to me that I've given away, but it was always with a purpose and to someone I trusted extremely. The most valuable item I've ever given away was my Fountain of Delight jumping jack given to Teal Opal for his birthday. And there's a whole lot to explain there as to why I did that, and a lot of things to explain, the value and everything behind that. But in all other transactions, even in gifts, give something that will mean something to them, but not necessarily to you. You don't want to lose anything valuable because stuff like this happens. There are people who are going to use you, who are going to take your time, love, trust, and friendship and use that to abuse you. And that is horrible. That is absolutely horrible, but that is the reality of things. And so the takeaway from this is, first off, if Sec approaches any of you, I would highly suggest that you guys do not engage. Do not get involved. Do not do any business. And if anyone like this ever comes up, if anyone ever just comes up to you randomly, and even someone popular like, well, for example, myself or another, popular person in the community or anything, always understand why someone is trying to get close to you. So one of the things I'll generally ask at some point whenever someone's trying to be friends with me is, what's the point? What do you get out of this? What is it that you were wanting from me and a relationship from me? And that is something you should always try to understand. Because again, there are people like this. Now imagine some of you are wondering why specifically I made this video. I mean, Doomsday's covered it, and chances are he is going to get a far wider audience than I ever will. Well, the answer to this is simple. It's, as I said earlier, I tried to talk with Sec. And I wanted to explain some things to her, and I wanted her to try to understand what she did and maybe some ways to make things right. Maybe some ways to earn the trust of people again and to have changed. When I first started talking with her, she said that everything that had happened, everything that Doomsday had talked about, had transpired months back and had nothing to do with what was currently going on. And I gave her the benefit of the doubt there. I wanted, she admitted to scamming, however, said that it was something that was no longer happening. And I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, but I still wanted to try to steer her in the right way. But eventually what it came to was that she stated multiple times that she didn't care. She doesn't want forgiveness. She feels no remorse or shame. She doesn't care what anyone has to say or what anyone has to think. She did what she did. She wants to just move on and go on with her day like it's business as usual, and everything she's done and everyone she has hurt doesn't matter. The past doesn't affect her future. Or as she said, it's just a game. It doesn't affect who I really am. When that couldn't be further from the truth, when you let your greed consume you, when you let that sort of evil mindset become a part of you and take hold within you, it is something that is just absolutely horrible, and just it's absolutely deplorable that there is no shame, no remorse, no asking for forgiveness, no, even Rogue, as stupid and as horrible a person as he was, at least had the decency to say, "Forgive me." And Sec doesn't even care for that. All for her, it's just, yeah, I scammed people. Cool, gonna go on with my day. Whatever. It doesn't affect. It's only a game. It's only a game. It's only a game where I can go and get people to spend hours of time with me and genuinely care for me, only so I can then take something that's worth hundreds of dollars from them. It's only a game. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. That after all of that you feel nothing. Nothing. I didn't want to make a video on this, but it was just the fact that someone could do something like this and feel nothing. Even Rogue, who faked cancer for 2 years and scammed over 200 people at least had the decency to at least act like he felt something. To at least try to convince people that maybe he felt some sort of remorse and shame. That maybe he was going to try to do something different. You know, it was all bullshit and lies. But at least he was. At least there was something there. At least there was some kind of shred of humanity. But are you such a sociopath that you really think that what you did was okay or at least negligible? Oh yeah, I acknowledge that I did something wrong, but my acknowledgement completely precludes any sort of responsibility or need to apologize or ask for forgiveness or try to do anything to make things right? That's disgusting. It's horrible. And it makes me sad to see someone that I thought was a decent person turn out to be such a shameful human being with no regard for what they have done to people. And I know that there are people who are going to defend her and everything, and I you know what? I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt. And in every other situation like this, I'm going to try to give the benefit of the doubt because I want to believe that people can be better. And I want to believe that maybe people can see I did something wrong and maybe I can make it right. But what I want to say here, and why I'm talking about this in the first place, is this is someone who doesn't want to make things better. This is not someone who wants to make things right. This is someone who doesn't care about that. This is someone who will steal and keep stealing. Because it's all business as usual. It doesn't actually affect anything. When that couldn't be further from the truth. And it disgusts me to see that. But in the end, as horrible as I think this is, and as disgusted as I am by this person whom I thought was a decent human being, only to be proven so very wrong, for even for all of that, for all that they've done, I don't want there to be hate. And so, finish this off, I will say once again, do not witch hunt. Do not post hateful comments. Do not post death threats and wish vile things upon Sek or any person who does these sorts of things. What you should do is, one, report them. Just report them and let the law handle it. Let things be done the right way. And second, don't do business with them. Alrighty? And don't let anyone you know or care about do business with them. Because it's the only way to be safe. That's the only right way to do things. Anyway, my name is Kip Create, and I hope my next video is something more fun. Filled with people who can be trusted. Filled with people who are friends, true friends, people who you can love and will love you back, who understand the give and take of a relationship and respect you as a human being. Or at least the people who understand that when they do wrong that they have to set things right. I wish I had more good things to say right now, but I don't. And I'm going to leave you with that. So, no, this wasn't something to enjoy, but I hope you found something informative. I hope this is something to make you guys think. And Sek, I hope you see this and maybe decide to think how you are affecting people. I hope you're thinking about that. I hope you've been thinking about it, and I hope things can be better. I hope that we all as people can be better. But that's something that we all have to find within ourselves. That's something we have to all bring out from within ourselves. I make that choice. I hope all of you viewing this will make the choice to be better people. And with that, I'll leave y'all. So, you have a good day.